differences between my parents and these, as Big Al calls them, how these soccer moms do things? My parents taught me the difference between video games and reality, okay? When I was watching everything going on in the game, my father was telling me, well, in the game, you can collect things to gain health fast. You can shoot something and it'll come back down, alright? But that doesn't happen in real life. In real life, if you do that to someone, they'll get hurt, or they might die, or they'll have to go to the hospital. That's what my parents did. And it's not just my father. My mother didn't care at all. She also taught me the difference between reality and non-reality, alright? And the thing is, that's what parents are supposed to do. And the way things are, parents these days seem to want to let the video games and the TV babysit their children. And when something isn't safe on any of those things, they feel the constant need to censorize everything. And get this, just this week, right? I was in the local Toys R Us, which, by the way, they keep their M-rated games behind a counter, behind a locked door that only the employees and the manager have a key to, alright? And this mother with her 10-year-old son come walking in with a Wii game case. She slams it onto the counter after shoving people away from the line and asks, "Why did you sell me an M-rated game for my son? He's only 10. Alright, well here's the deal here, lady. Do you want the store to babysit you now? Do these people expect the store people to ask, well, excuse me, sir or madam, are you buying this for yourself or for your child or a child you know under the age of 17? Because if so, I want you to be notified that this is an M-rated game you're about to purchase." No! The store shouldn't have to babysit you, alright? You should know damn well whether or not your kid can stand playing an M-rated game, alright? The store shouldn't have to babysit you. You as a parent, your responsibility as a parent, okay? It was your adult decision to have a child. It was your adult decision to buy the M-rated game, and now you're screaming at the people at the store why they allowed you to buy an M-rated game for your 10-year-old son. I think he was 10 years old. He looked young and little enough to be 10 years old, but still, he was definitely not a teenager or 17 and over. The store shouldn't have to babysit you, lady. You should know whether or not your kid can stand an M-rated game, alright? And not just that. All the stores in my neighborhood have the M-rated games locked up with things like the DSs or other systems so that people can't get their hands on it. They're all locked behind counters. So you have to show ID, right? Now, Jack Thomson also says, well, we would love to believe the fact that stores aren't selling M-rated games to kids underneath 17, but sadly, that's not the case. He says that the stores do sell M-rated games to kids under the age of 17. No, pal, that's not the case. In all the stores that I've ever been to where anyone sold an M-rated game to someone, the first thing they do is, "Excuse me, sir, do you have your ID?" Or, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you have your ID?" When I bought an M-rated game for the first time after turning 18, when I bought my first M-rated game, the first thing they asked me is, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you have your ID?" I hand them my ID. "Okay, thank you. Here's your game. Have a nice day." If they don't ask for your ID if they don't ask for ID and they sell you the game and you're under 17, they can get their butts sued, all right? And no big top electronic company like Best Buy and no place that sells video games will want to have anybody up their case about selling a kid under 17 an M-rated game, alright? There's enough problems, alright? Seriously. The store shouldn't have to babysit parents, and Jack Thomson needs to just shut his mouth. Because the thing is, parents need to start teaching their kids right from wrong. They need to teach them the difference between a video game and reality. And the thing is, that's the thing. Seriously, that's the thing. They need to teach them the difference between reality and a video game. With me, I get scared to death if I see blood in real life. Not a tiny little finger pricks or a small dollop of blood. I mean a lot of blood. I mean those scary movie things. You know, like Scream and stuff. Those R-rated movies. Those things scare the living daylights out of me, and they sometimes make me ill. My sister, who's 16, can handle that. Me and her can handle movie violence. Me and her can handle video game violence. But if we see a puddle of blood on the news, we'll both get really ill, alright? We can stand violence if we know for a fact that it's not really happening. But if it's something that actually happened, then me and her will get a little queasy. Because me and her were both taught the difference between reality and a video game or a movie, alright? And even my sister doesn't sometimes like those R-rated movies, even though she watches them anyway. She just likes watching them. She likes horror movies, I don't. At least I don't like the Scream or scary movies. Those are silly. And I'm going in a rant about that now, but this guy also had a problem with Super Mario Brothers. Now, I played Super Mario Brothers with my father, and nothing happened to me. I'm not scarred for life. You know what this guy said about Super Mario Brothers? He said it would cause kids to jump on top of animals and hurt them just for the sole fact of getting coins and stuff like that. Well, here's the deal. Teach your kids that's a video game, and that doesn't happen in real life, huh? And second of all, I never even thought about that. Because, why would you jump on top of a turtle again? Alright, now I'm getting dumb. I mean, seriously. I think I'm pretty much done. I can't think of anything else more to say. If I sounded a lot like Big Al, it's simply because me and him share the same opinions about this guy, and he's an idiot. M-rated games don't make people violent. It's the fact that they're not taught the difference between reality and video games, or movies and video games, or computer games and reality. They aren't told the difference between all that stuff and reality at a young age. And second of all, these parents are buying M-rated games, expecting them, I'm guessing expecting the employee to ask them whether it's for their child or them, and then complaining about it. Because that situation with that woman, that wasn't the first time I saw it happen, alright? I saw that happen at Best Buy around my neighborhood too. Only that time it was a father and his son.